Yeah.
So at this stage of your career, when you're looking at like what you're putting down, when you're making albums, when you're putting together your music, like what excites you the most about it?
I'm a huge fan of music in general, so I get just inspired off of like production and shit like that, like the newest producers and shit. Like, cause I like to go out, I like to enjoy myself, I like to have fun. So whatever is popping, like at that time, whatever the sound is, whether it's West Coast inspired or if it's down south inspired, I'm just interested in finding my own way of doing what's new and what my fans would love from me. Because like as a music person, you want something new every time. You don't want the old shit all the time. You could go buy that. So I just love creating and just coming up with what's new, you know what I mean? Like I work with the newest producers, I work with the newest artists, I work with, you know what I mean? I try to make my shit sound different every time. I always tell my engineer, I'm like, yo, let's fuck with the shit sonically so it don't sound the same as the last album. Like I come up with new ad-libs or just different shit to just kind of keep it fresh. Still do what people know me for, you know what I mean? But it's like just coming up with new ways of doing that. I get excited.
That's awesome to hear. I love it when someone loves what they're doing and it comes out great.
Yeah, thank you.
It's beautiful to see. It really is. And that to me is one of the most inspiring things that I get out of any artist. It's like hearing them talk about their process. I don't know why I always get jazzed up. I love it.
It's crazy for me because like there's different ways to do what I do. Like I have so many ways. Like I could sit there and just come up with some shit like brand new, or I have like the Oreo commercial with my son where it's like there's a team of people who like come up with what could be the best for me and I just do that shit and then it just goes crazy. You know what I mean? It's like See You Again is one of my biggest songs and that song had like 8 different people on it, but I wrote 2 verses that the person who made the original song, I wrote 2 verses for it that they loved more than anybody else's song. I mean, anybody else's. So they gave me the whole record, and it ended up being one of my biggest songs. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So it's like the process of just like putting yourself in the situation and just being like, all right, cool, let's work. That's beneficial it's as beneficial as being, you know what I mean, a creative, just, okay, I'm going to do what I do. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to step outside of that and just use your talents. It's like being an actor or, you know what I mean? Like you just fill in that spot that people need you in. And I'm kind of at that point in my career because I worked so hard and grinded and done so many things and come up with so many waves and ideas that didn't exist before. Now I could use other people's ideas and just be myself and get, you know, a really big effect and everybody is happy.